Okay, on to the next one. This little Volkswagen over here. Got a couple of issues with this one. First lot of issues we found was under the seat. Got a battery charger, which is not fixed down at all. We also have a battery which is not fixed at all. I'll show you. We'll go around this way. I don't want to walk on the painted floor. So even worse is the battery. It's not fixed in at all, so that can move about under the seat. And you obviously don't want that moving around under the seat, because in the event of something going wrong, it might actually end up touching the seat frame, which is metal, and then earthing out, which is not really what you want to do to the battery. So got to get the battery fixed in. We also have to fix this in. There was another problem as well with this. You get a situation with these. It is a Sterling battery charger, so Sterling do advise on Euro 6 vehicles to actually run an ignition feed as well, because you might have a certain situation where when you run the vehicle, normally your battery voltage would be at 14.2 volts, which would then activate the battery-to-battery charger. What happens on some of the Euro 6 vehicles with the smart charging, smart alternator should we say, is it might not actually raise the voltage enough to actually switch the battery-to-battery charger on. So we did find that this, occasionally the battery-to-battery charger would work, and other times it wouldn't be charging the habitation battery at all. So we need to run an ignition feed to that, and that should sort that out as well. So now, as you can see, we've got the seat out, and this, obviously, as you can see a little bit easier now. Yeah, that is just going to move about, and if you brake really hard, it's obviously going to come forward. This is loose as well, so that needs sorting. So yeah, we need to get a battery tray for this. You can get battery trays which fit straight onto the original seat frame. So yeah, we're going to have to get this all out. Right, back on head camera. So I have installed an ignition feed, which goes into the B2B. So that just basically, as soon as you turn the ignition on now, you get a feed to this, which then sees that the ignition is on. So rather than looking at battery voltage, it will just go straight to, right, okay, the ignition is on, so the engine is running, so I will switch on. So now the battery-to-battery charger will switch on and off all of the time now. It's not based on battery voltage now, so it won't worry about looking at the battery voltage off the vehicle. It will just, as soon as you put the ignition on, that will start charging after like 30 or 40 seconds. And obviously I need to fix that in. That is all in now. So we'll fix that in a little bit. Forward. So here we have a battery tray which I had prepared earlier. So in effect the battery tray goes there, or rather there, which it will go eventually. So we need to unbolt these two seat frame bolts, and then we can get the battery in. that's a bit better. So we have a nicely secured battery. Nicely secured battery to battery charger. I'll turn the ignition on because we have put an ignition feed onto the Sterling. So in about, hopefully in about 30 seconds, this should power up. Then we know that it's working off the ignition. Yeah. There we go. As you can see, LEDs are on now. So that is charging the habitation battery. So if we now start it up. Make sure it's out of gear. There we go. It is all operating properly now. Output 14.2, 14.6, 14.2 coming in. Obviously, because this is Euro 6, the issue becomes is when you start driving it, that will drop down to sort of 12.6. As soon as it drops down to around here, without the ignition feed, this will just switch off and it will stop charging the habitation battery. So yeah, that is all wired in now.